So if you've been following me, I bought gold last year, um, and I bought silver in May, end of May, beginning of June. Prices then, gold was 3,900 an ounce. Silver, when I bought it back in May, June, was about 51 a troy ounce. Have a look at it now. Unbelievable. Now, how do I get this good feeling? How do I do this? There's a couple of factors, and I want to go through them so that if you're watching me and you think that you need to go and seek professional advice about this, maybe this silly fool that I listen to on YouTube is onto something, then that would be my next uh, advice for you to do. Go and seek a financial advisor. I am no professional. I just do these videos and I do them win, lose, or draw. It's my money. I like to let people know what I'm doing and how an average person gets ahead and makes money in the investment market. I don't like shares. I've tried crypto. I have two solid investments that have never done me wrong. That's gold and silver and real estate. Okay, those two I can't talk highly enough. I've come out on top, on top, on top every single time I've done this. And like I said, I ain't no professional. Don't take my advice and run with it. Go and see an financial advisor, and they will help you out financially, because I don't know your situation, right? You could be better off than me. You could be worse off than me. You need to always seek financial. So of course, it's just, I will just watch what's going along, around the world, conflicts and stuff like that, whether they're going to be resolved, whether they're just about to take off. I get a feeling how China's being aggressive to other countries like Trump, America. I get a feeling for all these things of what's going on, how the stock exchange and America's financial situation is going. It's a ripple effect that goes around the world. That's basically what I do. Then I go onto YouTube and I usually pick around 10 videos, right, to have a look at. For years, even before I bought the gold last year, I would do this. I'd just get a feel. I just pick 10 random videos. I don't subscribe to these people. I don't do anything. And I just look at what they've got to say. And the reason why I do like say 10 videos, it's not just a solid number that I do 10. I might do only 5. I might do 15. I don't know. But around average, say 10. I try to find one out of those, say 10, that's said something different. So usually you watch 10 videos about gold and silver and they all pretty much say the same thing. Give or take maybe a little bit of a prediction that it's going to happen straight away, or it's not, it's going to maybe happen in the next couple of months, or do you know what I mean? They're all roughly the same, what's going to happen. But I've noticed something just recently and I'm kicking myself. I should have said something last video or something. I did a bit of video showing the gold prices and everything, what's going on, shaking you people, saying you've got to get in amongst this. If you've got a spare 25, 30, 40, 50 grand, invest it in gold. It's a no-brainer. It's such a good thing to have. It always goes up. Just look at my other videos. I always say the same thing over and over again. Okay, but this week has been different and I'm blown away, because I was like, last week I was going to make this prediction and I didn't. I'm kind of upset with myself. I usually go out on a little bit of a limb when it comes to these things. It's my own gut feeling of what I think's going to happen, and I just thought it's too much of a prediction, mate. It's too much. It's just, if someone listens to me and says, "What did he actually say that?" Then they're going to be like, "I can't take this guy seriously. Are you crazy?" But one out of these 10 videos I watched was completely different to every single one, and I finally wanted this to happen. It lit a fire under my ass, so to speak. These people, I just pick them randomly. Okay, but this guy, I'm going to watch him more. I'm not going to say who it was. I'm going to watch him more because I'm impressed. And do you see this price here? That is now the new low. That's what he predicted. Now, I have never, like I said, I watch 10, 20, sometimes 30 videos per week. about gold and silver and what people are predicting and what I'm looking for, that one out of those 10 or one out of those 30 that are just completely saying the opposite to everyone else. That's the person I want to listen to. There's no rhyme or rhythm to this. I'm not saying it's a successful remedy to do this. I'm just saying this is how I do it. It could be something better for you to do. This is just the way I do it. I'm not telling you to take this advice. But he said this is now the new low. And he was talking in US dollars. And I was like, holy moly, right? And to back that up, what he said was, he said, you think about 12 months ago. And it took me back. I was reminiscing back to that day when I was just about to fork out 50 fucking grand to buy this gold. And the main problem I had doing it, physically handing that money over to make sure that, okay, now I've done it, it's gone, it's going now, coming back to me in gold, is that I've bought at the top end of the market. Most people don't want to do that, you know. That's a common walk-in sort of assessment of if you're going to buy gold for the first time. You don't want to buy it at the top of the market when it's high priced, and that's exactly how mate. It was one of the best investments I've ever done. I'm literally 45 to 50% in front of that original 50,000 gold investment I did not even 12 months ago. It's been only 11. Next month is the anniversary of me doing that. The silver I only did in May. I think it was the end of May, beginning of June, and I paid 51. Now look at it. It's pushing 70, I think. Yeah, you know. His prediction is if you bought now, right, this is the new low. And I'm tend to agree with him. Evelyn said to me before she left over to the Philippines, she said, do we really need to buy another 50 grand's worth of gold? And I was shocked because even at the time in the November, she was panicking. She was like, man, this is a lot of money and this better be right. Well, now she knows it's right because there's the figures. Just do the maths. I put it on any auction site, the gold I've got now, it'll sell. I'll make 40 to 50% back on our investment. We've got to have that same, I feel we've got to have that same attitude now, that are we buying at the top of the market again? No, I don't think we are. Following, I also got a friend of mine who is a multi, I don't even know how much money this guy has, but I've been to a few of his homes. I've met some people. I've got books over here that he is an author in when it comes to coins and collecting stuff, fine arts. The guy is an absolute world renowned person. I do not want to say his name. He's a very private type guy. I only met him just by fluke, that he has a house down here and they just come now and then to visit. I said to him, what do you think about this bold predicament? And he said, go on. And I told him, I watched the thing on YouTube, and one of the guys out of all those videos said one thing that was completely the opposite to everyone else. Well, not completely the opposite, but he just came out and said it, that today's gold and silver price is now the low. That's the low price. You buy now because it's going to double. That's what he's saying. He's saying, I wouldn't be surprised in the next 12 months, it'll be 10,000. A friend of mine, like I said, he's made millions upon millions of dollars when it comes to coins, gold, trade, art. This man is an intelligent man. If he was to say, no way, no, it'll go up steadily like it always gone. You know, that type of generic answer that most financial advisors will give you. Yeah, sure, gold's a sound investment over time. It's just a no-brainer, right? But his response was quite amazing. He said, Greg, I wouldn't be surprised if that's correct. It wouldn't surprise me. And he added another factor into this, which I'm doing this. I'm going to invest this money. I've just got to wait for the term deposit to mature, and the money's there waiting. I've told My friend, the guy, like I told you, who I trust with all my savings, that once I get the money released from the mature fund, from the term deposit that matures, it's going from there straight into his bank account, and then I can invest in the gold and silver. And I leave it totally up. Now, I'm going to add into something here that no one I can see on YouTube have said. No one. No financial advisor, and I guarantee no financial advisor, if you went and sat down and spoke to them, would say this. But I would like to ask anyone out there that is a financial advisor, that I'm going to say something here which my friend told me why he thinks it's correct that gold will possibly double in the next even 12 months price wise. And that's America, right? America, the United States, has a leader at the moment, Trump, who is going gangbusters. Love him or hate him, you can't not admire this man for what he's trying to do for the American people and country, financially, economically, okay? He's going to fix this $35 trillion debt. After what my friend told me, see, America is in a lot of debt, but America also has the biggest gold reserve. I think it's 8,000 tons of gold. To fix the American debt, one of two things has to happen. World conflict. That helps America pay off their debt because then they supply all the military stuff. Okay, it helps their economy both domestically and internationally. People want to buy weapons, tanks, submarines, the latest, you know what I mean? Killing machine. Hey, it's just life. Don't shoot the messenger here. Don't hate me. It's just fact. Okay? War makes America a hell of a lot of money. But not that much money. Not 35 trillion. Second thing is what they need to do is the gold price needs to go up because they've got most of the gold in the world. And not in those exact words, obviously, but my friend said that to me, made that point. He said, think about it. He said, Trump wants to do one thing. He wants to fix his country. He wants to make it so the debt is in some sort of control. Start paying it off. Make it rich again. He wants to make America rich again. Okay? There's only two things that can happen. One, world's major war, not just like a Ukraine war or a conflict in Gaza. There needs to be a massive, like world war, okay, for him to even come close to going, okay, this money now everyone's going to invest in Australia, all these countries are going to invest in America. How do we benefit? Well, if there's a war going on and everyone's saying, America, we need submarines, we need Navy ships, we need ammo, we need tanks, there's one way. And the price of gold. If it starts going through the roof, America having the most reserve on tap, gold, that's going to help them pay off their debt. So based on one video, my gut feeling, and a friend of mine who, when he says jump, I say how high, because of his track record of success, I feel that this is going to be the new low. This time right now, 2025, October 2025, the price is $6,100 per ounce in AUD. That's the new low. This time next year, let's see what happens. Let's see. There's my prediction. Hope you're all having a great time. I appreciate you watching my videos. Summer's coming. Evelyn's over in the Philippines. I'm quite jealous about that. I hope she buys me my DJI. I want a DJI Mini 5. Keep watching our videos. We really appreciate the support. Like I said, I'm no financial advisor. Always seek financial advice. I do not know your situation financially. What I say here might not fit your little jigsaw financial life, okay? Just make sure, please, always seek sound financial professional help. I'm just a bum. I just tell you how I do it. It's just my opinion. But I hope it helps people out, because at the moment I'm hitting home runs. I'm doing great. I'm very comfortable with our financial future. Take care. Thanks again for watching. See you on the next one.